Good evening, ladies and gentlemen. My name is Noctastrum and this is Disco Elysium. So, what did I want to do? Let's see the book. Find morale, prove your authority. Wait. I'm thinking, did I save? Please don't tell me I didn't save. I did save, right? Wait, I had a book. I don't have the book? But I'm pretty sure I did save. I mean, no, that doesn't add up. The time is not good. I don't think the game saved. Yeah. For fuck's sake. Okay, in this case, just a second. And we are back. I redid everything the way I did last time. And I noticed something. I can inspect the mug. What I picked out from the trash. So let's see.
It's just a racist mug. What's there to read here? Not much.
There's quite a lot to read into here actually. Look at all that content.
Oh boy, here we go. What are you going to say about a broken, tossed away mug that you dug out of the garbage?
This mug is an example of prejudice. I'm going to use it as an example of what not to do. I'm going to push this into the face of every merchant I find and tell them, this is your inane ideology. The mug will be useful. By denouncing it, I can earn political capital to mask my badass hustling, fraud and embezzlement. The mug didn't belong in the trash, it was just a funny mug. Can't anyone laugh anymore? I don't really remember what's on the mug. Yeah. I'm gonna have this.
Understood. You're that kind of detective. Why don't you get back to your case?
What kind of detective?
It's just a racist mug. What's there to read here? But it will not happen. The mug talk is exhausted. It is time to return to work.
Alright. Okay, do I need to bring back the key? I wonder. I think so.
Can I help you?
Here's a trash container key.
Thanks. I hope you found what you were looking for.
I found the victim's clothes.
How strange. I certainly didn't put them there.
Maybe you don't remember putting them there. Maybe you were sleepwalking or in a fugue state. Could someone on your staff have put them there?
Sylvie had the keys before I got here, and I can vouch for her. I can vouch for all my staff. None of us would tamper with the crime scene.
Who else has the keys to the trash container?
The trash collection service? CS Municipal. I don't see why they would put anything in the trash, though.
Ah, the elusive CS Municipal. I doubt we'll be able to track down who was sent here last and when. This will have to be one of those little threats that solves itself down the road. Thank you anyway.
Maybe you don't remember putting them there? Maybe you were sleepwalking?
I think fugue states are more your forte, officer.
That's true. Thanks, let's talk about something else.
Yes?
Bye. Okay, gonna try to interrogate the guy again, because I put a point into authority, if I remember right. And I think that opens the check again, skill check.
Looks like the circus left town, but the clowns are still here.
Doesn't look happy, his problem. Come on.
You have so many bad options ruled out. It's insane. There is no way in the world you won't do it this time.
Kim, I'm only getting total garbage here. Please help.
You know what? You guys must be the cops. Because this is what cops do, right?
He's had enough. He's really gonna push their buttons now.
Live in a bar, sit on their fat asses like they own the place, while the neighborhood goes to shit. Corpses hang from trees. Kids shoot up.
Hey, we don't have to fucking take this shit.
Glenn.
Everyone shut up!
Titus's loud baritone echoes back from the mess hall walls, and the entire cafeteria falls silent.
Fuck you, man. You didn't see the place before we got here. Fucking graffito everywhere.
Congratulations on the graffito removal. All I see is you sitting around talking about Monica's titties while there's a rape victim.
So what? What do you want from me? We took care of that fuck.
He picks the beer back up.
Don't let him drink that. One more push. Quick.
Someone's been raped, she needs counseling, we need to talk to her. It's not about who did it, it's about the victim. She needs help.
Titus?
He looks at her.
She stops mid-sentence. That's it. You got him. He's going to give it up, but on his terms.
You wanna help her, cop? Fine. I'm gonna let you help her. But you treat her with respect.
Okay.
If you don't, if you question her, harass her, a freight train of pain, buddy.
What is her name?
The lieutenant takes out his notes.
Glacia, I'm on due. She's staying here at the Whirling in Rags, a real pretty one. Silvery jumpsuit, blonde. That's I'm on due, with an O-U.
Shit. The girl upstairs? That can't be her. She knows you drank so hard you forgot you were a cop.
Miss Orange Disco Dancer. Let's try this. Class J among you. Cool.
You inexplicably add cool after the victim's name, with your eyes bulging like some wild beast. Your fingers are fidgeting and sweat starts forming on your brow as Titus looks at you oddly.
I don't understand what's so cool here.
Nothing. We just have a few more questions. Then we'll be on our way.
Calm. Normal. Try to forget this little hiccup.
So, what was her relationship with the mercenary?
Relationship? There was no fucking relationship. He raped her. That's their relationship.
Okay.
Was like that karaoke incident all over again. Or like some of the other girls he was harassing.
Okay, enough. All of this is irrelevant to your stated investigation.
So, when was the rape?
He did it before we killed him. He's not gonna do it again. So what does it matter?
It would help if we establish a timeline.
All right. 2 weeks, maybe? I don't know. I need another beer.
He turns to Glenn.
Here you go, boss.
The tall blonde throws him a can. Titus cracks it open. So, what is your relationship with her?
I know her.
He looks around and an uncommon silence fills the room.
How well do you know her?
Well enough, Copper. We party. She's been here for a few months.
He crosses his arms. So she's not from around here.
You mean Revachol? Nah, she's an immigrant. Or a drifter of some sort. Been staying here over the winter.
Don't you give her any more trouble. She's just had some bad luck, that's all. Shut up, Angie. She doesn't need your help.
Titus gives them both a look. They fall silent. What's with all the silences? It's like these guys don't know how to feel about this. You should keep picking at it.
Interesting. You said you partied. Cool, that's cool. But what did you mean?
What do you think I meant?
Sex, drugs? Was it sex?
Yeah, pretty much.
So you're saying the two of you were close?
No, we just fucked. That's all. I'm not gonna give you any details if that's what you're after. So put your dick away.
He really went out of his way to seem comfortable with this topic. That's all you're gonna get for now. He's
Okay.
doing a good job here. A commendable performance of I don't give a shit.
I think I know her.
You don't know her.
I do.
Not the way I do.
Oh, okay, that is good. That is true. Completely. Thank you. We will talk to her.
Remember what I said. Freight train of pain.
He points his beer can at you.
Again? Yeah.
Okay, we got somewhere. Let's interrogate her.
Officer, what was that?
What was what?
You looked strange when he mentioned the assault victim's name. Do you know that woman?
Yes.
Is there something I should know before we talk to her?
Whatever you do, don't say the first thing.
She knows I didn't remember being a cop. I tried to hit on her.
Understood.
He's stone-faced. It went pretty okay, I guess.
It doesn't matter how it went, officer. What else?
She knows I didn't remember being a cop.
Okay, that's manageable.
Yeah. Met her in the hallway after I woke up.
Understood. You were not in good shape on Monday.
I didn't rape her.
What you're saying is, you raped her?
Ice is forming on the inside of your chest cavity. Cold sweat trickles down your neck.
No.
Then, don't ever say that again. What else?
Nothing.
We'll be
Let's move
alright,
on.
officer. This is nothing.
I want to see what
Feel
happens.
fortified by his assurance. It's going to be all right. Is it though? Nothing? You're still in for a bumpy ride here. Try not to mess it up.
I mean, I hit on her and she took it well. I logged out a 3% chance, or what was it? So it might be fine in the end. Okay, let's save.
The door is closed.
Nope.
Who is it?
A woman's voice answers, muffled by the door.
Tired. Controlled.
Okay.
This is the police. Can we come in?
Come on up. The door is open.
She
I'm
shouts.
drying my hair.
Okay. Piles of dirty clothes, women's. Hotel bill calculations. Looks like she had an extended stay. Nothing there. In the yard below, a corpse hangs from the pine tree.
This medicine cabinet is full of wares. Sheets of pills, haphazardly stacked, one on top of the other. There's also a toothbrush somewhere in there.
Look at the toothbrush.
It's been used quite a lot.
Medications.
Pharmaceuticals line the shelves. Sheet upon sheet of pill bottle next to pill bottle. Acetylic acid, APAP, eye drops, blood thinners.
Quite a collection.
Anything of note?
Yes, in lowered voice. So the bottles.
Pill bottles rattle like bones as you search the cabinet. Paracetamol, histoperidol, something in a foreign language you can't read. Behind them, an unusually shaped nasal spray. Its label reads, Nacra. Nacra? This is used to treat opioid overdoses. Always handy to have around.
Nacra, opioid antagonist.
Interesting. That's used for diamorphine overdoses.
So the pill sheets.
Among some foreign, probably Messinian or Gotwaldian, marked red blister packs you find. What do you find? This is going to take a little know-how.
Is there something more interesting?
Nothing of note. The further you look, the more arcane it gets. You don't know what the rest of this stuff does.
Okay, nothing else, I guess. Yeah. Oh! This place is way bigger than I expected. The bed has been hastily made. The smell of cigarette smoke in the air. Astra menthol.
The same small, heavy door. No lock in sight.
Where does this lead to?
I don't know.
He makes a note in his notebook.
It is not the first closed door we found in this building. There is also your mysterious blue kitchen door.
Do you think it's important?
I don't know. The further we get, the more this building seems to be tied to the case. The vigilantes, the cadaver, and a number of people connected to the case are in or around this building. This door is part of it. It's not unimportant.
See, the main investigation, the door below are merging into a stereo investigation.
I hate it when that happens.
It's barred from the inside. You hear the bar rattle in the brackets.
Come on.
You kick it, gung-ho style, entering the premises style. But the door fails to respect the force. All you hear is the bar rattling inside, laughing at you.
All right, let's trash the place.
Let's not.
Okay, it was worth a try. Cold coffee and an ashtray that looks like a hedgehog. Yes, talk to her.
Welcome to the roof.
The young woman has a cigarette in one hand and a cup of coffee in the other.
Below her silvery jumpsuit, an athletic young body, built long and lean.
I'm sorry for the mess down there. The cleaning lady hasn't come by in days. I'm beginning to wonder if she ever will.
Nice view you got here.
Nice? I don't know about that, officer.
She looks north towards the yard.
Where a ripe corpse still hangs from the tree, spotted with green and purple.
You mentioned the cleaning lady. I think I need one.
Oh yes, legends of room number 1 have made their way around the building. They say a portal to hell has opened in there.
Disco Infernum.
They also say that's why the cleaning lady quit. Because of the infernum.
I'm Kim Kitsuragi. I'm a detective from Precinct 57. I believe you have already met my colleague from Precinct...
Have I ever? Have you grown accustomed to your role as a police officer?
I have very little idea of what I'm doing. Once a cop, always a cop.
Like riding a cop-a-cycle.
She takes a sip of her coffee.
Miss, we are investigating the murder of the man who was hanged. The people responsible have asked us to talk to you.
Huh. I see.
She takes a pensive drag of her menthol cigarette.
Be careful. Ask something else first. When you go there, use words like, I hear you have been through something difficult.
What is your name, miss, for the record?
Clausier Amandou.
Same name that Titus gave you. It sounds Oranese, as does her accent.
Are you from Orange?
Right, sir. Vredefort, Republic of Oranje. I guess you could say I am an Oranese expatriate.
What is Orange?
A bad memory, officer.
Of what?
Of lilacs and lightning. Parks, glass. Duraluminium. Vredefort is a conference city. It's always autumn there. And night. At least it was for me.
What's so bad about that?
Nothing. If you're no longer there.
How old are you?
I'm 28.
Okay. What do you do, miss? What is your specialization?
Something stupid.
And what's that?
Oranese lit.
What?
Oranese literature. It's what I studied at the university.
And what is it about?
Fear of failure, fear of death, how it sucks to be Oranese. All national literatures are... Only the name of the nation changes.
What about Revacholian literature? People sometimes reveal things about themselves when they discuss such matters.
And what about the Revacholian literature then?
No. Revacholian lit is about how magnificent and serious Revachol is. It's about how you have to save the world.
I have no intention of doing that.
That's just a phase the Revacholian hero goes through.
She breathes in the menthol-flavored fumes, savoring it.
Before they plunge into full-core humanity and world-saving.
She seems quite relaxed for a victim of assault. But, of course, what seems should not be your priority.
And what do you do with your Orange's lit?
Nothing. I do nothing with it.
And how do you make money then? What is very important.
Cool. I've made more money by just being than I have with Oranese lit.
Being what?
Many things. A roller skating instructor, a secretary, Miss Oranje 37.
She smiles.
Of course she won a beauty pageant. She's very symmetrical.
Could we take a look at your passport, please?
I'm afraid you can't, officer.
Why?
Why is that?
Because it's buried in a sealed plastic bag at an undisclosed location on the coast, along with cash and airline tickets.
Thank you for your candor. Why?
They say so in your tourist brochure. Keep travel documents away from your person when west of the river.
I'm pretty sure I have the legal right to demand your passport, miss.
Look, officers, I like this place, but I don't want to be stuck wandering the city like a ghost after being robbed of my travel documents.
Makes sense.
I don't want to become an indentured servant in a brothel on Boogie Street. And I don't want my relatives to pay the ransom.
There are plenty of other reasons for hiding your documents from the law.
That's not why you hid it, so.
It's also why I hid it.
Why else?
He's suddenly very attentive.
I'm an unpopular girl. There are people back home who don't like me. If they show up, I'm in a hurry. The kind of hurry where you can't afford to not find your documents. But don't worry. This has nothing to do with your investigation.
What kind of people are these? The ones that don't like you?
I would love to change the subject. It's not important. Unless I'm some kind of suspect.
No, we have just come to talk.
Phew.
How do I know you have told us your real name?
If I were to lie to you, I would come up with a more mainstream name than Clausia Mondu. It's a weird name.
It is.
She seems to be telling the truth, sire.
Okay then.
Okie dokie.
Thank you, that's it for the record.
The record. So official.
Nice room you got here.
Yeah. It's pretty deluxe.
Okay. What are you doing here in the whirling rags specifically?
I'm wintering.
How long have you been staying here?
About 4 months. I came in November.
Why here?
Here in the Whirling, here in Martinez, or here in Revachol?
Let's start with the whirling.
Because it's the funkiest building in Martinez. And because all the other buildings are bombed to hell. I'm
How long?
About 4 months. Here in the Whirling, here in Martinez.
Why Martinez?
I heard this is where the washed-up disco has-beens go.
You came to the right place. You're too young to call yourself a disco has-been. No, this sassy town is where the future of dance lies. You came to the right place.
She looks at you and nods.
How long?
About 4. Here in the Whirling.
Revachol?
Here in... I always wanted to see the only city in the world in the worst time of the year. It's a tourist thing.
This is by far not the only reason she's here. And she isn't really hiding it either.
How long?
About 4. Here in the Whirling.
Is
here in
Indiana Isola?
Martinez. Came to see the new world. It's a tourist thing.
This is by far not the only reason she's here. She isn't overtly hiding it either.
What happened to the old New World?
It turned out to be a Zarath-infested third world slum.
Called Ilmara. And it didn't. Even after the Mesk colonized it 7 ways from Sunday, it's an industrial powerhouse.
Okay. You have quite a collection of prescription drugs down there.
Thank you. I've put a lot of time and effort into it.
She says without any discernible irony.
Technically, possession of narcotics is legal in Revachol, but you should still reprimand her.
It was quite impressive. How do you amass such a hoard?
With money, sir. It's not exactly the anti-star size caboodle I intend for it to be one day, but it's getting there.
The Anti-Star is, or was, a Vespertine rock and roll star who liked to do drugs. He did so many drugs, he eventually mutated into a corpse.
The collection includes Nacra, an opioid antagonist.
Comes in handy when you've done too many opioids.
Is that something that happens to you often, miss?
His tone isn't aggressive, just inquisitive.
Better safe than sorry.
She takes a drag and smiles. Okay, that's all as far as that goes then.
Very funky.
She takes a drag looking you straight in the eye. Where does that door lead to? Point at the door on the roof.
You tell me, officer, when you've kicked it down. I've been wondering myself, but I'm light of foot. Not a good door kicker.
Okay, other questions?
Okay.
I notice your room is close to mine. I have a personal question.
Yes, you're just one room away. Very personal.
Good. Yes. This means she could have heard something. Like what you were doing before you blacked out.
Very in Sunday night. I need to know what I did before I lost my memory.
You do not need to know that. What you need is to ask normal police questions, like...
He waits for you to finish the sentence.
Get a grip, he thinks. At least do your personal stuff when I'm not here.
Okay, alright, Kim. They tell us you have been through something difficult.
Something difficult? I've been through at least half a dozen difficult things. Which one do you mean?
Very sexually assaulted, miss.
By sexually assaulted, you mean raped?
She takes a quick drag unperturbed.
Yes.
It's a bit early in the morning for raped, isn't it?
Actually, it's already afternoon.
Is it?
Squinting, she takes a look around. The spring sun is high in the sky, people pass below.
It is afternoon. Time flies, man.
So, were you?
Yeah. I'm gonna go with not raped. I don't want to say that shit about him.
By him, she must mean the victim.
Tell them it's not my style. They'll have to, you know, if they want to jazz up the charges, they'll have to get someone more, rapeable.
By they, she means the Hardy Boys.
Are you saying that you were asked to tell us you were assaulted?
Not explicitly, but I understood what they meant. It wouldn't hurt to spice things up a bit. Some assault and battery. Sexual assault, maybe. It was clear the latter would be spicier.
Titus tells you to spice things up for us.
Pretty much.
She grabs her cup in both hands.
Warming them.
Okay. What did happen between you and the victim?
We partied.
What kind of partying? That kind I do?
With all due respect, sir, I think we partied a little harder than that.
Oh! Harder than this. I didn't know it was physically possible.
Oh, it is. You're still alive.
That's
What
cool.
did you do when you partied?
We drank, sir. A lot. For weeks, basically. We had that effect on each other. We made each other drink harder. That's why I liked him.
Okay.
What else?
Stimulants. Speed also has that effect, making you drink harder. And then drinking harder makes you do more speed. It's quite the combination.
Were
We
feelings
also had
involved?
sex.
Oh, were feelings involved?
A little. The drugs were good enough, and we did enough of them.
How did you two meet?
Lieutenant's voice is quiet, calm.
Downstairs, at the bar. He was on some sort of assignment. A military man, as you probably know. Had a cool, scary scar.
When was this?
A month ago? Something like that.
It must be hot for you then, seeing him there all the time.
Oh, yes. I have multiple viewpoints. From the roof, out of the bathroom window, in my dreams.
A bitter cringe. It hurts. You look to the lieutenant.
You called us, the RCM.
Yes.
Ah!
Jackpot.
So that was you who reported it.
I made it. And I would appreciate it if you didn't tell everyone. In Martinez, they call it snitching.
Reporting crimes is confidential in Ravachol, miss.
Before we go on, if it's snitching, then why do it?
Because I couldn't handle it anymore. None of these people called. He just kept hanging there. Then they started stripping him.
The caller's voice was disguised.
I didn't exactly disguise it. I just muffled the mic and nicked the landline a little.
Nicked it how?
With nail clippers. And I diverted some radio fuzz into it. Into the cold wire.
So, she's God's mystery foam cutter.
And in the process, you broke the landline downstairs.
Did I? Fuck. I didn't mean to. I had no idea what I was doing.
Jigsaw falling into place. This is satisfying. Good catch. I appreciate the symmetry.
Why go through all that trouble?
I don't know, sir. It was stupid. I was drunk, too. I was probably afraid the Union was listening in. Locals say they have ears in the wires.
Thank you for making the call, miss. It was the right thing to do.
I didn't want to, sir. And he's still hanging there.
She looks away.
We will move the body to the morgue today, miss. Don't worry.
What can you tell me about him? Name, eyes, age?
I'm sorry, I can't do it. Not right now. Later, maybe. I keep seeing him. Like he is now. I can't talk about his... I don't know. Hair.
Makes sense.
I know it's difficult, miss. We can return to it later.
She meant she sees him in her dreams.
I have also seen him in a dream.
You have? Not like I do, I imagine.
How do you see him?
You don't want to know.
She looks into the pack, it's like green, then pulls out a ciggy. I see him as me.
She dips the cigarette in the lighter's flame and inhales, then looks at you with her lungs full of smoke.
I can see the similarity, yes.
She breathes out through her nostrils. There smells of menthol.
Funny.
Dulfan says softly.
Funny how?
Nothing. I also saw him. We had a long inspection and that sort of thing sticks with you. Let's move on.
What did they hang him for, if not rape?
He had something to do with the strike. One has been roiling since I got here. Rotten timing. But you probably know all about it.
Yeah.
And his role in this strike was what?
I think he was in a security detail. He was ex-military, worked for Wild Pines, and against the Union. We didn't discuss work much, if you know what I mean. But I understood it was dangerous.
And they lynched him for it?
She nods.
How did the Hardy Boys know you?
They're frequent guests downstairs. They have a booth for Union members. They're probably down there now.
And how did you meet?
Over drinks. It's been a long, boring winter.
Did you party?
A little, yeah.
Like you partied with the deceased?
No, not as hard.
I'm sorry to have to ask this, but have you had a physical relationship with any of the Hardy Boys?
I have.
Which one?
Which ones, sir? I don't remember precisely. Titus, obviously. But as I said, it's been a long winter.
Thank you. Are you sure you weren't raped?
I'm 89% sure.
Does it mean you are 11% not sure?
You know how it is.
Yeah.
Do you?
Do I?
Maybe you don't.
She flicks a bit of ash away. The ash lands on her jumpsuit. She brushes it off.
In conclusion, officer, I'm gonna go with a mild to medium not raped here.
It sounds like something happened and you don't want to acknowledge it.
Let me make this 100% clear then, officer. I was not sexually assaulted. Would I be as flippant if I had been?
Yeah, you wouldn't be. Thank you for telling all of this, miss.
She breathes a silvery sigh of relief and weariness. The air on the roof feels humid.
Should we head back downstairs, officer? We may have things to discuss there.
I had something else before we go, little thing.
She nods. Silvery cigarette fumes disappear into her mouth.
Look her in the eye.
She
Something?
looks back. Time moves slowly. The triangles of her face rearranging into a weary smile. Don't worry. We will protect you from her beauty. We will consult you through the reefs and sounds of her persona. We will see through deceits. You are shielded. You are wise. You are advised. There are muscles on long white bones that line her limbs, just below the silver jumpsuit.
What is happening?
Nothing. Just time passing. Don't worry. You are not a fool. Anything out of the ordinary and you would be notified. Air moves in your windpipe. Your heart beats. You're a detective. Get back to detecting.
Am I being beguiled?
She presses her elbows against her waist and slowly turns her head. The strange moment ends. It was brief, no longer than 2.2 seconds.
Why not? I'll be here until 11 p.m. drinking coffee, most likely.
Yeah, we'll come back to this later. We got some very important information here.
Looks like we have more to discuss with those so-called Hardy boys. Half their reasoning just went out the window.
You think this will make them cooperate?
Nothing will make them respect the RCM, but it will disrupt the game they prepared for us. We just stripped off one layer of whatever it is. Her decision to not corroborate their story was definitely not part of the plan.
Why did she tell us all of that?
What else could she have done? Lie? She saw there was no way to lie and get away with it.
I'm not sure she had to lie. I wouldn't have known.
If not you, then me. It was a smart move from her.
Something's off.
You think so? She seemed forthcoming. Unusually so.
Yeah, that's my problem.
Being forthcoming about some things is a good way to obscure other things. The best liars are always forthcoming. Anyway, we should move. I suspect our investigation will bring us back here soon enough.
Oh, it will. I was curious if I can pick that up. Well, howdy boys. We need to have a little chat again. Save.
I've got nothing to say to you.
Oh, Titus.
The clowns are still hanging around. What is it now?
We have a little problem here. Whatever her name says, she wasn't named.
Fuck! I knew that fucking whore couldn't be trusted.
For the record, Titus Hardy did not explicitly specify the victim as a whore, nor did he say anything about trusting her.
Oh, shut up and stay out of this, Liz. He raped her. He was out of his fucking mind. You have no idea.
She's just in denial, asshole. You don't understand the traumatic experience. She's shutting down, and she doesn't fucking trust you.
Yeah, she's crazy, you know. A crazy bitch. You know the type. She's fucked up.
This is a diversion. Stay on track.
Cut the bullshit. She told me the truth.
Lawman, I'm at the end of my goddamn rope with you. I fucking told you not to push her.
I did not.
His hands become fists.
And you went and pushed her. I am gonna fucking...
Titus Hardy!
Her voice rings through the room like a warning shot.
Success. Titus backs off. Fists down, everybody. Goddamn, no one tells you to put your fists down.
Everard personally sent me to take care of this. If this goes south, we'll all be in the shit. But you, Titus Hardy, are going to be buried. Am I understood?
When she's angry, she emphasizes the S. It gives her voice a strangely hypnotic quality. Her lips barely move as she speaks. Frankly, it's a bit terrifying. Someone has to rush in to break the tension. The second in command.
Look, Copper. We know that fuck was a rapist and a killer. We got him confessing to it on tape. Show it to him, T. What's the harm, right?
Here, jerkwad, listen to this shit. And then come back and tell me the soldier of the apocalypse was an innocent man.
This is their last play, this tape. Their story is in tatters, a mess. It might be nice to listen to, but at this point, you don't need to.
Where did you get this tape?
You think we go into this shit deaf and dumb? You RCM aren't the only ones who know how to bug people. There's no university degree for that.
Actually, there are a few. Crypto analyst, radio officer.
Actually, there are numerous degrees. You can get as intelligence.
Yeah, like you have one. Smart ass.
He looks to his left. There's a beer there that he forgot. So he bought them. How?
We have machines. We're in logistics. How do you think a harbor works? It's advanced stuff.
Understood? You've listened in on their communications. How long?
Since way before their chief started taking swing lessons.
Things got nice and quiet after that.
Which one of you is doing this advanced radio work?
It's not advanced. You just hold up in a coop all day, writing down what they say. It gets hot as hell in there.
Don't put yourself down, Angus. It's important work.
The chief picks his beer back up to offer a silent toast.
Yeah, man. You're like a radio genius or something. Those notes are some in-depth stuff. Indexes and shit.
Now can I listen to this?
I'm sure we can find a tape player.
Lieutenant whispers.
Where can I listen to this? Why don't you try shoving it up your ass, genius?
Yeah, play it with your ass, cocksucker.
His voice echoes like thunder in the small room.
I'm sure we can find a tape player. It's not a problem.
So what's on this tape?
What's on it? We call it the Door Gunner Mega Mix. You'll know why once you listen to it.
Now that is intriguing. You had me at door gunner.
Why should I care about the tape? You lied to me.
You don't care about evidence. The fuck are you a cop for, then?
Pigs, T. They don't care about getting the truth. They care about getting convictions. They are fucking keeping a score on their bulletin boards.
I won't be on your bulletin board. If you don't listen to the tape, we got nothing to talk about.
There's a lot of questions. If you ask them now, they'll just keep bringing up the tape. Listen to it, and they'll have nothing to hide behind.
That's enough for now. I'll get back to the investigation.
Don't forget your tape, lawman. Compliments of Titus Hardy.
Fine, I will listen to it.
You do that. Oh, and keep it. Maybe you'll need a reminder of human ugliness someday.
I'm going to take off. Okay, we have a tape.
You
Interesting.
stare at the great door gunner Megamix. If only you had a boombox, you would be able to play Titus's tape. The tape feels ominous. Upon it, the dead speak. Respect the tape.
Anyway, that was all for this episode. Thanks for watching, and we'll continue from here next time. I saved. Right there, I saved. Did I save? I did save. Yeah, so yeah. Thanks for watching again, and bye.